WEP has been eliminated, meaning potentially hundreds of dollars more per month for families that have lived and worked in both the US and Canada. Today, we're going to talk about the impact of WEP being repealed. Hello, my name is Brian Haggard. I'm a certified financial planner, chartered financial analyst, and founder of Retirement and Financial. We help simplify your cross-border retirement plan. One of the big planning topics that we help our clients with is WEP planning, Windfall Elimination Provision. For a lot of our clients, they have significant reductions to their Social Security benefit because they're also collecting a Canada pension plan. Today, we're going to talk about what just happened and is that finally going away for Canadians? We're going to talk about Social Security Fairness Act. We're going to talk about GPO and WEP and how that may impact you or how it might have impacted you, and hopefully some changes that are happening. What are the next steps for this bill to actually become a law and actually be enacted for us? And what are things that we just still don't know? So let's start by talking about the Social Security Fairness Act. This was actually introduced in early 2023, and the main goal of the bill was to eliminate WEP, the Windfall Elimination Provision, and GPO, the Government Pension Offset. And we're going to talk a little bit more about WEP and what that is. The government pension offset may also apply to you, but it does not apply to foreign pensions. It would only apply to you if you moved down to the States and worked at another job in which you did not pay Social Security. We have some clients down in Texas that worked for the Texas retirement system as a school teacher, and they have GPO ramifications. We have some clients that are out in California that had their own private pensions instead of Social Security that might be struggling with GPO. But if you just worked at it and your only pension is Canada Pension Plan, you don't have to worry about GPO. But this Social Security Fairness Act also eliminates GPO as well. The last part of this is it is for benefits paid after December 2023. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in the area that we just don't quite know of yet and how that's going to impact you. So what is the windfall elimination provision? The WEP reduction reduces Social Security when you have a foreign pension. It applies if you've worked less than 30 years here in the States, and it applies to a lot of our clients. If you've worked in the States for less than 30 years and you have a Canada pension plan, then you would have, in all likelihood, a WEP reduction. And that WEP reduction can be very significant. The maximum WEP reduction here in 2024 is nearly $600 per month. So it can be extremely punitive. Now, it applied back when you turned on both your Social Security and your CPP, and it did not apply to your OAS benefit, only to your CPP benefit. And as of yesterday, the Senate voted to completely eliminate this WEP. It's why it's such a big deal and why it could mean hundreds of more dollars in Social Security payments per month if you have a Canada pension plan. So what are the next steps? So right now, the House passed it, the Senate has passed it. It will now go to President Biden to sign into law. And we expect this to happen. Biden actually ran on eliminating WEP back when he was campaigning over 4 years ago. And this is a very strong bipartisan bill, although it was a little bit stronger with Democrats and Republicans. We would expect this bill to pass as a result of that. After President Biden signs this into law, then it will go to a government agency to publish this law and clarify how this law will be implemented. And that's really, really important in what we're going to be watching next, because there's still some things that we just aren't clear of on this law. For example, the big question is, will this apply to foreign pensions? Now, we believe it will apply to foreign pensions. The bill states it doesn't really discriminate towards people who are firefighters or nurses or teachers versus people who have a foreign pension. It really just eliminates all WEP across the board. Now, the one issue is the reason why this bill is going through and becoming a law is because they really are focusing on those groups such as teachers who maybe they had a private pension as a result, have this large WEP reduction, firefighters we keep hearing about, municipal workers. So, it's not that the government has a soft spot for Canadians, but this is applying to Canadians because you're also subject to WEP like these other groups of people. Could they carve out Canadians or foreign pensions? It's possible, but that would be pretty unexpected. The other things that we don't know is how about people who have already started Social Security? How if you already have a WEP reduction? Is this going to apply to people who just start Social Security now, or is this going to apply for people who've maybe had a WEP reduction for years and years? Is there going to be any retroactive payments? And if it does apply to people who have already started Social Security, are you going to need to do anything to prove to the government that you have this WEP reduction? As a result, then they're going to go back and increase your Social Security payments. We just don't know. And we don't know when this law will actually become effective. So I want to read something from the exact bill wording. So from the bill, it says this amendment made by this act shall apply with respect to monthly insurance benefits payable under Title II of the Social Security Act for months after December 2023. So why would they put something in law now, December 2024, for something that for benefits payable after December 2023? Well, this made sense at the time because the initial bill was enacted or came out in March of 2023. So they were setting a date in the future in which this would actually become applicable. What we need more clarity about is when will this be updated? We would expect it to be updated for some future date, not for some past date. If it was a past date after December 2023, does that mean that, again, do people who started benefits after 2023, December 2023, would now not have a WEP reduction? Again, a lot of uncertainty here with how about people who already have a WEP reduction and when will this actually be implemented going forward? It might take up to 3 months or so before we get a little bit more clarity on this. We'll certainly be updating you along the way. Again, my name is Brian Haggard. I'm a certified financial planner, chartered financial analyst, founder of Retirement and Financial. We're going to keep you updated with and all the WEP changes and anything that we hear about. If you're interested in working with a cross-border financial planner to help create and simplify your cross-border retirement plan, you can go to our website, retiremitten.com, and schedule a complimentary consultation. This might make retirement quite a bit easier for people if all of a sudden your Social Security benefit is $300, $400, $500, $600 more per month. Please reach out to us and we can help you out. Thanks and talk to you soon.